Let's put the Kindness Quest game together. First, we're going to print everything out on white cardstock or regular paper. You can also laminate everything for durability. Make sure you have a paper cutter. It'll make it a lot easier. And then if you have a circle hole punch, a small one, it'll make it very easy to punch out our little happy face coins that we're going to use in the game. So once we have cut everything out, we're going to assemble it on a 22 by 28 tri-fold foam board. You don't have to use a foam board, but I find it's the easiest way to keep the game clean. It's easy to transport, it's easy to put away, and it just makes it super simple. Now you can also print the whole board out at 22 by 28 at Staples or other printing place, and then just attach everything onto it. Otherwise, this will all print out the entire game on 8.5 by 11. Now we're going to just add all of the pieces on here, as you see, as well as the logo. We're going to flatten it out really nice, and we just use the glue stick. Now we're going to make the markers for the kids to use to move along the board game. Now just cut along the lines, and then we're just going to fold the top and the sides, and we are going to attach with a stapler, or you can use tape as well. And then the top part, you're just going to trim around the very top. Just don't cut all the way across, so make sure it's still connected. Now for the boys, I'm just showing you another way to do it without using a stapler or tape. You can just simply cut a slit on the very bottom on both sides halfway and slide them in. Now this is probably the best option because then it fits really nicely into the box if you're going to use a box to store this game, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. And then just trim the edges on the markers. Now we're going to make the box where everything is going to go into. We are going to be folding a cover and a bottom. So for the top piece, we want to be just a little bit bigger than the bottom. And then we're going to just cut where you see I'm doing that right there, and then use a stapler to staple and connect. We use 2 staples to connect all the 4 edges. And I also use tape to cover the staples on the inside just so that it doesn't poke out and the kids don't get hurt or anything, but you really don't need it. That's just another way to make it sturdier as well. And then we're going to do the other part, the cover, and the cover should be just a hair bigger than the bottom. And then same thing, you're going to cut the edges and you're going to staple and tape if you want to. And that is how we make the box, and it just fits nice. It should fit snug right on top of the other one. This is our instructions, and super important, so make sure you print it out double-sided, and then we're going to just fold it, and we're going to keep it with the game so that at any time you need instructions on how to play it, you have that handy. Now let's show you how you can put everything together. You have Starburst if you want to use it. It's an optional choice, and I'll show you how to do that. We're going to take the boys apart on the bottom, and they'll fit flat, which is super nice. The girls, we will have to kind of push them together. They'll still fit, but you just gotta stick them together like you see me doing right there, and then it'll all fit in there. And then put the instructions on top and put the lid on. Now I'm going to show you how to set the game up and play it. So we're going to take out the instructions and all of our people. Now there are 12 kids. You probably are not going to be playing with that many kids. It really is designed for 2 to 6 players, but in case 6 boys wanted to play together or 6 girls, we made enough so that they could do that. And they are all color coordinated. So if you're doing more than 6 players, make sure you're just copying more copies of coins and the I Can Be Kind cards, and you should be good to go. Now we're going to set it up so that everybody who's playing has the card, I Can Be Kind, and the happy coins, and refer to the instructions if you need to. You're going to roll the dice, and whoever gets the highest number is going to start, and then we're going to play, and we're going to go clockwise. We landed on at home, and we're going to read the card. You made someone laugh, you feel happy or sad, and you're just going to answer that question and then put it on the bottom of the stack called at home. Now the next player is going to go, and they got 6, and we're going to land on player's choice. You could choose any of the 4 cards you want to take. We're going to choose the Bible, and we are going to read the story, and you can also scan the QR code. That will go to a short video about the person. Then we're going to check our card and see if we have a match. And you don't have to wait until you draw the card. Either player can match any of the cards. So now we're going to go 6. We landed on I'm sorry. When you're on I'm sorry, we're going to sign I'm sorry by making a fist and putting it right over your heart. And we're going to say I'm sorry. So important that we learn to say sorry when we're not kind. Now we're going to pick up another card when we land on Old Testament, and we're going to match. That's Jacob. Again, you can watch the video or just read the card. And we had a match on the red side, so we just put a little happy coin on top of it. Now, if you were to go at school, there's going to be a statement that you need to fill in. So you'll fill it in, and again, you're going to check to see if you have a match, and we had a match again on the red side. Now, if you land on the star, you're going to pick up a I can be a star, and this one says to give a fist bump to someone else. And so that's a fun way to just do action, do something kind. And if you want to add some fun, you can add some starbursts, put them on the center of the board, and anytime you land on the star, the person gets a candy. But you don't need to, just if you want to, every now and then, it might be fun to add that. And it also helps the kids remember that they can be a star, that they can be kind and be kind to others. Now, if you land on any of these corners, thank you, yes please, you're going to do certain things. If you land on start after it's already started, and so you've already gone around one, it's similar to the player's choice, and you'll just pick any card. Now, in order to win, you need 4 in a row. So I'm going to show you what that could look like. So you need to find 4 Bible heroes in a row, or 4 next to each other. They could be on the top, on the bottom, on the left, right, in the center, or it could be all women if you decide to play that way, or all men. So there's lots of ways that you could play, so that's always could be fresh and fun. Now to put it away, let's grab our little box. We're going to put our happy coins away in our little Ziploc bag. You don't have to use a Ziploc bag, you can just simply stick it in the box. But this is easy to separate and keep them all together by putting them into the little Ziploc. Now let's gather all of our decks, and we're going to place them inside the box, and then put our dice and grab our I Can Be Kind cards and stick them on the bottom. Now every I Can Be Kind card is different, so there's 6 different ones and different colors. And then if you're using Starburst, go ahead and add them into the box as well, and then grab all your markers. Let's flatten them if they're a boy, or if that's what you use to just cut them instead of staple them, just pull them out and flatten them, and then add them to the box. Again, if you don't want to use all these people, if you don't ever have that many people playing, you just print out and put together the ones you need. And then put the instructions on top, close the lid up, and everything fits inside the little box. And then you just put the foam board away, close it up, and you're ready to go for next time you want to play. Go to mtc4kids.com to get your own copy of this Kindness Quest game. We can't wait to hear how your children love it.